Hey everybody, this is Leland Taylor, and today I'm going to walk you through everything you need to build a powerful Amazon brand storefront that converts, is optimized, and is taking advantage of all the newest features here in 2025. So let's jump in. First things, we're going to really think about why a storefront matters. Now, one of the big things to think about is that search, find, buy experience, right? People are searching, they're finding products, and while they're finding it, 82% of these shoppers, they're going to be looking at your storefronts, okay? They're going to go in and try and understand the benefits, the features, and that visual storytelling, like you see some client examples here, really makes a difference. How do we elevate the brand experience and really, again, speak to that consideration buyer, right? That person who's in that searching phase and has just found you and is really considering what it is that makes you different, you better, and does the benefit really match what they're looking for? We like to say the benefit of the benefit, right? What's the real payoff? What's in it for them? Now, one of the other real reasons this matters is Amazon really prioritizes these storefronts. Okay. They're going to really help you in search. They're going to help you explain again to Amazon who you are and who you're looking for. And then they're going to put that in search. There's a lot of things in the back end here we'll look at. But again, that's really going to come down to how do you convey your messaging to your best clients, control your brand story, and build trust in the process. So really important these days to get this storefront. It may seem like a secondary feature, but with Rufus AI, this is this new ability for Amazon to use AI to help search and find products through a Q&A, really a AI bubble, that little Rufus symbol, helps clients or prospective clients of yours and customers think about what's in it, what are the features, how does your product help them? And we're finding that mobile layouts are really helping people and tapping into the back end search, some of the alt text and some of the tags, really important for AI to understand who you are and again, how you're different so they can leverage that to surface your product to these curious customers who are again searching and trying to find your products. Now, these enhanced mobile layouts also really important. I'll go a little bit more in detail in a moment, but there's different choices. And when you look at them on your mobile phone, make sure you understand the layouts render differently and they show up before the product bullets. So on desktop, product bullets, images first. On the mobile experience, those bullets are put way down, kind of like a product description at the end. And the mobile experience will render differently depending on, again, which template you choose and how well the messaging and imagery fits into those modules. So we really have number 6, we picked the template, has the most flexibility for our design team to really render the best in our opinion, but there are some trade-offs on every choice. So there's box modules, there's layouts. So remember the dynamic stores, those enhanced mobile layouts, really important. And you can actually make them geo-targeted, do SEO tagging, and put a bunch of internal links on the back end that again enhance AI search, help how it mobily shows up, and will help you in search show up relevantly for the right people. The next thing, again, is I really want to talk about planning your storefront, designing for conversions, thinking about trust signals, visual imagery, the way it looks visually in terms of having that kind of high value brand and not really just throwing up something cheap because that'll actually do you less favors. It'll hurt your brand. The SEO best practices are just as important as ever. And again, thinking about that feature list I just went through, I'll talk about some ways to tap into that. And then with just a really quick launch checklist so you can make sure you're looking at your content and seeing is everything coming together correctly for it. So let's dig in. First up, planning. Start with your brand core's message. Now, what do you want your customer or your shopper to feel? You'll see this brand we worked with, we took them from 0 to 7 figures in less than 12 months. And a big part was their storefront. And we really talked about their mission here, right? And the fact that there is some branding. You see they're in Asheville. You can see they got on Oprah's favorite things. If you have any kind of trust signals being things, again, like good press, you have to be a little careful about what you put there with Amazon. Again, sometimes they don't want you to get this into the imagery, but it makes a huge difference, right? Warranties, guarantees, risk reversals, some of that kind of high value. How do we explain and show that you're trustworthy with imagery? This is really going to make a big difference. So again, define your core message, pick what kind of content, where you're coming from, your mission, all these elements, any kind of social credibility you have, and then sketch this into a wireframe, right? Think about the desktop version, and then we'll be able to also think about the mobile experience. Also, think about your hero products. This is going to be a major thing to promote and show your products on Amazon in a storefront selection that highlights them. We like to think about things that either a first-time user can buy. So you'll see over here in the far right, we're giving them an 18 gift pack. It's ended up being one of their most profitable products, but also introduce them to all the other types of individual flavors and spices that they had. So it was a great thing to highlight and drove a lot of net new customers, new to brand, and let us think about, once you have users and traffic coming here, what were they looking at? Where are they going? So really use that shopper intent data to help make some decisions. And don't be afraid to change over time what you highlight on your storefront. So again, from planning, core message, think about the wireframe, think about your hero products, what you want to show, and then pay attention to intent and help organize that based on different kind of buyers and who and what they might want to find. So step 2, design for conversions. Everything is about unit session percentage, conversion rate, and driving traffic from your storefront to these individual products. And so when I look at designing these different tabs, you'll see here you've got girl, boy, baby, men, woman, all these different variations for Hope and Henry. Well, when you click into one, really think about one hero image, one thing that's going to tell that story, and then focus on one action per section. Don't overwhelm the user with all these choices on these different tabs. And then most importantly, use video. Video offers a massive higher conversion rate, especially when put on different storefront pages. And then last, mobile first. Everyone's in their mobile phone. Most buyers, something like 60%, start on mobile first and then finish on desktop. So pick your header image, think about one action, use video, and make sure it looks good on mobile. Beyond this, we want to get into the SEO and really thinking about the back-end components of Amazon. And this is where having an expert or going through, again, the trainings that they have to really pick which version you want of each page. We've done this a lot of times, so we can handhold you. Like I said, I like to go with blank because we've got a lot of custom personalization and testing we've done over the years. But don't be afraid to do product grid, product highlight, especially if you're doing that page from before for each product section, can be great. And marquee is pretty good for the homepage. So once you've picked out all these pages, you can link them together. Think about the alt text on images. This is how you save the product images before you upload them. Helps with RUFUS, helps with search, helps with the backlinking. And again, really optimize your headlines and descriptions for keywords. Use a tool like Helium 10 if you need help. We use them. We're a great partner of them. We've used Jungle Scout. We've used other keyword searches. At the end of the day, it's just about being optimized and making sure you put in that extra few moments to pick a keyword, explain what the image is, and use that in a way that, again, hopefully reflects better search or a product feature or a benefit that you're trying to promote within your products. Again, think like a search engine, and that really helps you, for the shopper, think about what they're looking for, the questions they're asking. Again, that will hopefully help you add keyword-rich alt text in every image, right? Optimize clear headlines. Make sure you get that into the detail in the back end. Feels tedious at the time, but once you've done and optimized it, you really don't have to revisit it very often, and it makes a massive difference. So SEO, take the time, do the work there, or again, partner with someone who really knows this space. And then when it comes to launching and tapping into these new features, number one is this AI store personalization. It's going to change things over time. And you have to kind of stay, as much as we are with our clients, on top of it and think about how RUFUS is going to answer a Q&A, just like AI, help compare your product to other products. So really think about how your differentiation, your USP, unique selling proposition, is distinguished from the rest. Thinking that you're going to have side by side, Amazon is a comparison engine. So there's pros and cons. The pros is higher conversion rate, right? Average conversion rate is 12.3%. On your website, 2.12 is the average Shopify website conversion rate. So you have your own traffic here, lower conversion. You have highly intent based, or what we call high commercial intent, which means people are looking to buy these products and they're comparing it. So it's a great place to be, but make sure you've thought about, what are the answers that your product offers to potential questions that they may be asking Rufus, putting up on comparison boards. Look at blog posts, look at Reddit, look at places where people are doing the Q&A, looking for Google, searching why this product. These can be great threads to help you weave together this kind of information that you want on your storefront. So again, tap into this. A second one is location-based promotion, excuse me. And this is something that only DSP or demand side platform helps with. So really make sure if you have that platform, it's a major advantage. You can run localized campaigns and have things show up in specific markets, specific coupons that can drive on your storefront a better result, a better net new customer or new to brand. And we'll talk about how you can see those analytics in a moment. Or again, just things that you want to do like a buy one, get one free. Fantastic offer, right? These type of things really help you move units and tap into, if you know your numbers, a very profitable customer acquisition cost. The third one here is influencer videos. Now, Amazon has an influencer program, and they can have videos and content that promotes your storefront from their storefront. And you have to do a little bit of search, right? You can go on Amazon Live to find individuals. You can look on these platforms that aggregate different influencers and see if they have an Amazon influencer status. It does require, it's not the same as Amazon affiliate. It's actually a specific program called the Amazon Influencer Program. But getting individuals like this to promote your product, we've seen have massive move in numbers and sales. So definitely look at influencer video reviews. This is a major area that, again, is growing for Amazon. And then the analytics. Now, analytics will give you, again, on the back end, page visits, sales data, page views, what your bounce rate is, average dwell time. For me, the new to store visitors, this is tracking the number of new visitors to your store. I think that's a great KPI to go and see. How do we get in there? Log into Seller Central, click in, go to brands. So you have to have a registered trademark for this. And then within that, go to brand analytics. And you'll actually be able to see even more in-depth information on your customers. Demographic data, are they new to customer? Are they a repeat buyer? All this information can really help you make better decisions on perhaps what hero product to put up there, but also understand the questions and who your customers are that are coming and finding your products, your storefront. So with that said, quick checklist. I know we went quite fast through a lot of content, but if I had to identify the number one thing to really focus on, it's first mobile, right? I think so many people don't think about the storefront experience and that most people start on their mobile and then move to desktop. The back end, internal link testing. Test the links, make sure all the things are pointing to the right areas of your different part of your store. And with those storefronts, go in and do the SEO, right? Alt text, titles, take the time to label all your images, do the extra work and fill out everything Amazon's giving you there. As we found, it does result in higher brand visits to your storefront. And people, despite what it seems like, are visiting your storefront. Load time, again, check it on the desktop, check it on different mobile devices. We found that, again, you have a weird mobile experience, you see a down click in your units as in percentage. So, and that's your conversion rate on your products. So really be careful there, and then run traffic boost campaigns. Sponsored brands is the ad type that goes first to your storefront. Now, this is a tofu or top of funnel ad, but we found when you drive good traffic, not only are you getting better analytics on who those customers are, but you can actually identify pathways that drive faster sales. And if you partner that with DSP and do location-based offers, you can have some really ninja marketing that, again, can have good customer acquisition costs and really deliver a beautiful experience here. Now, if you'd like to talk to Brand Buddy, we love helping brands. We're a creative agency. We've been ad partners with Amazon since 2017. We just became Walmart ad partners, and we've been doing creative well over 6 years. So really understand the nuances of this, and we'll keep up with RUFUS, the changes, help handhold and walk you through the design elements, do sign off on it, and really see something that, again, once you've got it up, you can measure the analytics, you can see the SEO, understand how you're driving traffic and how the performance is of this key Amazon asset. So with that, this is Leland Taylor. I'm going to summarize just a couple tips here. Link storefronts and ads, emails and social. Fantastic way to drive traffic there. Again, you're going to get better analytics. Driving external rank. Amazon loves this. All these big platforms love it when you can drive traffic elsewhere. And doing coupons and, again, location-based or just standard coupons, putting that in your email, putting that in your social, driving traffic to your storefront. This is going to have a positive effect on your sales and can be measured. And then again, you really want to increase your trust off Amazon. If you are on Amazon, they have a great brand. Co-branding with them builds trust. And you can see that new to brand customer on your Amazon storefront statistics page or brand analytics page. So definitely really work on this. At the end of the day, your storefront is your brand's number one asset. You really want to think about it like your beachfront real estate on Amazon. Control the narrative, build some beautiful content, position and sell your differentiation, and find a great way to grow your brand here. And so again, really thinking through what you can do next. If you found this valuable, please click the like button. If you didn't like it, hit down, tell me what you didn't like. I'm always here to make something better. School's never out for the pro. And again, we have a lot of checklists, a lot of free content we can send you. So if you want to reach out, feel free to schedule a call here at this bit.ly link. It'll schedule a 15-minute call with Tony, our founder, and we're happy to really discuss if we're a good fit for you. If not, if you just want the checklist and how to do this yourself, we'll send you a bunch of stuff we typically reserve for clients and get that over to you by email. So please reach out, like, subscribe. I hope this helped you on your adventure of building an Amazon storefront. And again, please don't forget to do this. It's a great tool. And with that brand analytics, you'll find a lot of sales potential there. With that, this is Leland. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the comments. Cheers, everyone.